again, and today I just want to make like a talking video, basically me rambling on about things that I hope that you would like to hear about. Yes, you, right in there, in that little lens that I'm staring at like a strange person. If you haven't noticed, I have a new accessory. I just got that, and I have some Minecraft glasses that are pink, and I'm absolutely in love. If it's possible to be in love with a pair of glasses, I have done it. And I'm sorry if I keep looking down away from you, because I should be looking at you. But I keep looking at myself. A little narcissistic, huh? Well, anyway, let's get to my rambling. So I think I'm kind of going to start on parents, because parents are strange, strange creatures. And they're hard to understand. So I wanted to talk about them. Like, somehow my parents always seem to find a way to embarrass me, no matter what. And I feel like everybody's parents do that. And if you don't live with your parents and you live with like your grandparents or your aunts or your uncles and they're like a parent figure to you, they more than likely embarrass you in front of everyone. Yes. My mom seems to think that sometimes she can be cool and in the crowd, and she can't do it. Like, I'll have friends over and we'll be listening to music, you know, just hanging out, and she'll be like, "Oh, girls, what are you doing?" And then she'll walk in and she'll be like, "Aren't I cool now, guys?" And I'm like, Mom, go away. Mom. Oh, God, Mom, stop. As much as I love my parents, they do embarrass me a lot. My dad does the same thing. Anytime I have a guy friend, whether I am romantically involved with them or not, my dad automatically thinks that I am romantically involved with them, and we are going to try and elope and all this craziness. I'm not even 17 yet. I don't want to elope. Not at all. Not my thing. But my dad seems to think that it's completely appropriate that whenever he meets a guy that I'm friends with, that he needs to go. Take him aside. He goes up to him and he goes, "I just need you to know that I have lots of friends that are men of the law." And then he starts listing off, like, firefighters, state troopers, border patrol. Like, I don't even know. And it's honestly true, my dad knows lots of people that are, like, cops and stuff, and I have family that's cops, and or were cops and stuff. But you don't need to tell everyone, okay? Trust me, they're already afraid of you. So, that's one thing that my parents do. They always embarrass me, and my face turns bright red, and it's just bad. And the bad thing for me is that I have my actual father and my stepfather, so I have two dads that are always embarrassing me. Now, my actual father, who is not the one who pulls boys aside to say that, he's the one who he's just like, thinks he's really cool and really young, and he's not really that old, but he's not that young either. And he automatically is like, "Yeah, so you two are just friends, wink wink," and I'm like, "Sorry, I can't wink," but he can't wink either. Okay, so that's how he does it, and he's like, "So you're just friends, right?" And I'm like, "Oh God, Dad, no, Dad, stop." So I get twice the embarrassment of fathers. But I love them both. Don't get me wrong, because they're probably gonna watch this video. Well, at least my dad, John, my actual father, will be watching this video more than likely. I love you. Okay, so other things that parents do. They're constantly like, they always call me, you know, like I'll be in my room, like watching a movie, you know, crying my eyes out because it's Moulin Rouge, and it always makes me cry when I watch other people cry. Eating tubs of ice cream with my hands. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do that. I do eat tubs of ice cream. Anyway, so they'll be like, "Jackie! Jackie!" And I'll be like, "What?" And then I'll hear this. And then I'll say, "What?" again, and nothing. So I walk out to see what they want, and I'm like, "Oh, what did you guys want?" And they're like, "Oh, never mind, we don't need your help anymore." or it'll be something stupid like, let's see here if I can put this up right. So like, I'll be my mom and this is the video camera, and she'll be like, Jackie, come here. And I'll be like, well, Mom, she'll be like, can you pass me the video camera? And I'm like, Mom, it's right next to you. And she goes, but I can't reach it. So I'll be like, yeah, sure, Mom, and I'll hand her the video camera, and the world will be saved somehow. I don't understand why she needs me to come into the room to hand her the remote or the phone or something when it's right next to her. Like, even I don't ask her to do that for me. I ask her to do the dishes every once in a while, but that doesn't happen. I do those. I love you, Mommy. And, yeah. Or she'll be like, Jackie, I need you to do my laundry. And I'll be like, I'm uncomfortable with that. And she'll be like, Jackie, I raised you since you were a baby. And you came from inside of me. You owe me. And I'll be like, how many times are you going to pull the I birthed you card? Does anyone else's parents kind of pull the I birthed you card? No, I have seen some of my friends' parents do that when I was like there at their house, and I was like, I'm just gonna show myself out. But so yeah, those are some things that my parents do. They're also like, I'll be like, Mom, I'm going out with my sister Justina. She's gonna come pick me up. And my mom's like, does she have her license? How old is she? And I'm like, she's the same age as me. You didn't know that? She's my half sister. We're the same age. Like, that was kind of like a big deal in your life. And she'll be like, where are you going? I'll be like, to Dad's house. And she'll be like, are your dishes done? And I'll be like, yeah. And she'll be like, do you have clothes? And I'll be like, yes, I have clothes. Duh, I packed. I'm not gonna like run around naked in Governor. And she asks me like a zillion questions about everyone that I ever want to go and hang out with, ever, even though she's possibly known most of them for most of my life. Like, yeah, I don't need all these questions. So now I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I'm going with Justina, she's the same age as me, we're riding in the truck, I brought clothes, I'm staying at Dad's house tonight, we are not going to party, I might drink some alcohol. No, I'm just kidding. No. Sometimes I like to mess with her, and she's like, be good, and I'm like, you know, I'm so bad, and I'm always in trouble, I don't know why you trust me anymore, you know, because I do everything wrong. When in actuality, I'm a complete rule follower, and all I do, like, everyone calls me goody two-shoes. I don't know if it's my parents think it's a good thing. I think it's kind of embarrassing that I just do whatever I'm told. For the most part. There are some times where I'm like, no, and then they're like, scream at me until I cry, and then I do it. Is that weird? Okay. So, here's some things that I love about parents, since I just said a bunch of things that I really don't like about parents. I love how they're parents. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Like, I love that idea of unconditional love. Like, no matter what I do, no matter how bad it is, I can always call my mom, and she will come pick me up, or she will come find me, or she will make everything better somehow in a magical mom powers way. I think moms have magical powers. I think my mom's a wizard. And I don't know what I would do where I would be dead by now if it weren't for my mom. Like, no matter what I do, she could be as angry as ever with me because I did something so terrible, and she would still love me no matter what, and she would still come and take care of me no matter what I did. And I love that. Like, that's like the big thing about parents. Like, no matter what, my parents will come and get me out of any situation, no matter what it is, no matter what I've done, no matter how much they're angry about it. They will come and save me first, and then ground me. Which, if I've done something that bad, I know I've done it bad. I know I've done a bad thing, so I can understand why they're grounding me. And there are times where I want to be like, ugh, my parents suck. They did this to me, and they yelled at me, but in the long run, I love my parents. And I don't know where I would be without my parents. Okay, new topic. Whoop, whoop. Topic dance. Okay, moving on to school. most people go to school of some sort. You're either in like middle school or high school or college. College is school. It's bigger and it's more independent, but you're still going to school and people are still kind of taking care of you. And they're still kind of like, here's homework. Do all this work that you don't want to do. I'm not in college yet. I'm going into my senior year of high school. Yay, high school! Just kidding, it kind of sucks. Like, I know that people are like, high school is the best days of your life, and it's not when you're in school that's the best part of your life. It's when you're high school age and you're doing things outside of school. That's the best part of your life. Is what, in my opinion, is what it seems like. You know, like, I don't like being at school unless I'm not in class, so I'm like at lunch or like whatever, and I'm talking to my friends. That's what I love to do. And I like going to school functions like after school and hanging out with friends, you know? But it's one key word, hanging out with friends. That's like 4 words. Hanging out with friends. 4 words. 4 key words in there. Hanging out with friends. In class, you can't just chill out and be like, yo, what's up? Yeah, and then did you hear about that? And then she was like, what? Like, you can't do that in class. Trust me. Some people try it and they get in trouble, obviously, because you're supposed to be paying attention to your teacher and giving them your full attention and taking notes and whatever else they want you to do. Balance a lemon on your head. I don't know. What do your teachers make you do? Leave that in the comments. What are some weird things that your teachers have made you do? One of my teachers had me write a rap song. Yes, my history teacher, who is no longer a history teacher at my school anymore, even though he was like my favorite teacher of all time, Mr. Majo, he left us to become a state trooper, which I was very sad about. He was like my favorite teacher and I thought he was great, but like his first year working at our school was the first year that I had high school history, and he had us write a rap song as a project. It was like, I don't even remember what it was about. I think I still have my rap song, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, I think I still have it, even though it really sucked. And he actually read some of them, which was really funny, and he tried to rap one, and then he was like, I'm not gonna rap for you guys. And then he just read them out loud. It was really cool, and it was really funny. And he was a great teacher, and I miss him. But then we got a new history teacher, and I like him too, so I guess I just love history. Am I nerdy enough yet? Okay, so, why school sucks. I got off topic there, on a rap song, and weird things that teachers do. But, why school sucks? The food sucks. I don't know about you, but my school's food sucks. Like, there are some things where I'm like, ooh, yay, it's taco day, or ooh, yay, it's hot wing pizza day, because everyone loves hot wing pizza. Well, actually, there's a lot of people at my school who don't like it, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Have you even tried the school's hot wing pizza? And they're like, no, and I'm like, you need to. You need to try that, because it is delicious. But, other than that, it's like, ew, that's disgusting. That looks like somebody puked it up and already ate it for me. Like, why would I want to eat something that looks like somebody else already ate it? I don't want to. Another thing that sucks about school, dress codes. Like, I dress to express how I'm feeling that day. And there are certain things that I can't wear. Like, I love wearing tank tops, and I love wearing shirts where, like, your shoulders show. I don't know why. Or, like, one shoulder where it, like, comes off your shoulder and it, like, hangs down here. You aren't really allowed to wear that at my school. And your shorts have to be fingertip length. And if you're like me, and you have really long arms, your arms go almost to your knees. There are some girls whose arms are really short, and they can wear really, really short skirts, and I feel like that's highly inappropriate. But it's not breaking the rules. For me, the rules are tough, because I have long arms, because I'm really tall. Not really, really tall. I'm like average height, I guess. But my arms are really long, like, and I have really, really long legs. And a long torso, like I'm long. My whole body is long. So, I can't really get away with anything above the knee too far. Which really sucks for me. Especially when it starts getting hot out. and all I can wear are capris because my arms are too long. Or I have to buy like men's shorts, which would be really weird and I would never do. And like, I love wearing hats. I wear a lot of beanies. You haven't noticed yet. I haven't worn any in my videos because I need to get a bunch of new beanies because I love them. And one of mine actually shrunk, and it was my favorite one. And I can't find my other one right now, and I'm really upset about it. But and I can't wear beanies to school because you can't wear hats. And technically, for a while there, we weren't allowed to wear bandanas either because that could be considered like gang affiliation. I don't know. I live in upstate New York. Not really any gangs here. There's not a lot of violence. Like, we've had some fights where people got pushed into the wall, but it's not like people are like beating each other up and then whipping out a knife, you know, like nothing serious like that. And we get like 3 fights a year, maybe. Especially now that they were like, you can't go to any dances if you fight at a dance, because we used to have a fight at every single school dance. Like, anytime there was a school dance, like, people were like, we're gonna fight at the dance, 8 o'clock, exactly. And then they would fight, and then get kicked out of the dance, and the dance, everyone would be late because it was like, you wouldn't get out of the dance until everything was cleared up and all the people who were in the fight were separated and sent home and all had gone home and everything was safe and nobody else was gonna fight. So then, technically your dance is supposed to end at like 10:30, let's say, which is usual for us, around 10:30. So, let's say it's supposed to end at 10:30. These guys decide to fight at 10. You don't get out of there till 11. I don't get home till 11:15. I'm home really late, and guess what, guys? I'm like an old lady, and I like to go to bed pretty early. And I don't like sitting around in a sweaty gym after everyone's been dancing for 3 hours because 2 guys decided that they hated each other and they wanted to fight. And then the next week they come back into school after their 3-day suspension and they decide to bro hug and be all good again. Like, what was the point in your fight? Why would you fight? Oh my god. Sorry, it just got really sunny. I was whiting out. Anyway, so why are you fighting? Why would you fight if you were just going to be friends again? I don't understand why guys feel like they need to fight all the time just to prove who's stronger. And it doesn't really prove anything because they get split apart before anyone wins, and then it ruins the dances for everyone else because we all have to sit there an extra 45 minutes while they get all sorted out and sent home. One time I got stuck there even longer than that because one of them decided that after the fight, after they got him split up, that he would just run out of the school. He just kicked the door, broke one of the doors, left, and just walked off, and nobody could find him, and nobody knew what was going on. Finally, his mom called and said that he was home, and that he was getting grounded there or something, and that on Monday she would bring him back in to get his, like, administrative punishment, like, to be told that he was going to be suspended for 3+ days, depending on how badly they thought him running away was. Which I believe he got 4 days of suspension, but I'm not 100% sure. And it may have been in-school suspension, which is basically where they take you into school, they give you a bunch of work from all your classes, and then you sit in a room and do work all day, and you don't have any interaction with anyone. You eat lunch in there, and you're just basically like by yourself unless there's somebody else there in suspension, and if there is, then you're on opposite sides of the room, and you aren't allowed to talk, and you aren't allowed to do anything other than your work, or read a book, or take a nap. I don't know what they do in there. I had lunch detention once because I was tardy to class, and it sucked. I basically ate my lunch in a room, quietly by myself, went down, threw it away, went back up there, waited until lunch was over, and then went back to class, and everything was normal after that. So those are reasons why school sucks. Guys fight too much. Why am I whiting out? Sorry, guys. I guess I need to just keep moving this way. Where am I pretty at? Okay, so I feel like this video has been long enough since we're at 19 minutes, and I don't know if anyone's going to watch this anyway, but if you did like it, thumbs it up for me, and please subscribe. It would mean so much. I would love you. And if you have any ideas for any other topics that I should talk about, if you want me to ramble, I could make this a weekly thing, make a weekly video of me rambling about things that you want to hear about. Yeah! Okay, so this is the end of my video. Still don't have an outro, so I'm just going to say goodbye.